Now I'm ready to let it go. And I hope it finds a nice new home. Just won't be this one. This tacky pantry sign that I just took down, we don't need that anymore. Hi guys, it's Yakini, otherwise known as OurNYCHome. Welcome back to another weekend vlog. I've been gone for a little minute. Thank you guys for reaching out. Those of you who checked on me, I appreciate y'all. On TikTok and Instagram and email and all the things. I appreciate that. There was a lot going on. Last weekend, I actually traveled down south because my Aunt Diane has gone on to glory, so we needed to celebrate her life, and we all came together, the family, and had a beautiful homegoing celebration where we honored Aunt Diane and shared stories and reminisced and just celebrated her and fellowshipped, and it just was a wonderful time. And it was a whirlwind. So while I did pick up the camera, most of that footage is not my usual vlog, but it was just really like time with my sisters, time with my cousins, who I don't get to see as often since we're all grown now, and have families, time with my aunts and uncles. It's my dad who traveled from Ghana. That's where he lives now. And it was a lot, but it was a very special weekend. It was. Let's see. I had my older sister who lives in California, she flew up from Cali, and I got her she flew to me in New York City, and I picked her up, and then we went on down to Jersey where my other sister, Sibo, lives. And so then the three of us, we drove down to DC. Actually PG, where we stayed with my aunt and uncle. That's my dad's brother and his wife. And so then my dad flew in, like I said, from Ghana, and my other two sisters, one of them lives in Maryland and the other lives in Missouri now. And so we just all came together and celebrated Aunt Diane. And there's just something that's just so incredible and wonderful about celebrating the life of a person who has reached a certain age and lived their life and just done all the things that they wanted to do in life, and that person is at peace. Very different from when you lose somebody and they're a little younger and they haven't really accomplished all the things they wanted to, and that feels very tragic. But this weekend felt joyous and like a celebration. Now, of course, there were emotional moments. It's a sad thing when you have to say goodbye to someone. And so there were many of those moments. But for me, what stands out is just really just celebrating this incredible woman. My Aunt Diane, she was something. Everybody in my family, really. I have the best family. I'm so proud of us. But Aunt Diane, she was the first Black woman pastor of a Baptist church in D.C. The first. Now, this is during a time when women were not pastors of churches, Black women especially. And she did that. And she just was such an inspiration to everyone. And she loved to just tell everyone how she really had the opportunity to live her life to the fullest, do all of the things that she wanted to do, traveling to various parts of Africa and, pastoring a church. And she is actually Reverend Dr. Diane Brenda Williams. So she was professor of divinity at Howard University, where many of my family attended and taught. Just incredible. And so yeah, and I feel like also when you come together with family, there are going to be like extended family members who are maybe like elder aunts and uncles that you don't know. So it just was just really wonderful to like just have all of these family members surrounded by that love, and meeting people who maybe I haven't met before, but they know me, as my dad's daughter. Maybe they haven't seen me since I was a little girl. So yeah, it was a wonderful weekend. And got to spend time with my cousins, like I said, who I don't see, and my sisters. That was a highlight for me, getting to spend time with my sisters. Shout out to Mabina, who, as soon as I saw her and hugged her, the first thing she said was, "How's Misty?" Because yeah, she said, "How's Misty?" Because Mabina, I talk about Misty in the vlogs. Ooh, somebody's ordering food. Okay, I guess my little food that I made isn't good enough. Okay, DoorDash. Anyway, so she asked about Misty. So Misty's good, Mom, and Misty's good. She's hanging around somewhere. It's beautiful outside, which I'm so happy about. It's been so long since I think I've vlogged on here, y'all. We done had like about 2 snowstorms, big ones. But now it's like beautiful. Like today is like tapping 40 and we're even getting 70, like 71, 72 at the end of the week. So it's wonderful. But most of the snow has melted. It's really nice. Misty is great because, it's not, I don't have to be as worried about her because it's not like -1, 10, 15 degrees. And I actually tried something different with Misty. Now I'm a little bit off topic, but since we're talking about Misty now, since I brought her up. But yeah, I tried something new with Misty this morning. When I put her food out, I sat it down in the kitchen where I always do. And I sat next to it. I sat pretty close. Now, I hadn't done this in a while. I have done it before, but I haven't done it since really Misty started to, when Misty used to eat outside, I got to a point where I was able to sit beside her and the food on the ground in the grass. Not in the grass, this is my backyard. I have like a rock garden. So I would sit on the ground and have the food there. And, she would be a little bit, little hesitant, but she would eventually come with a little trepidation. But she saw, I don't mean no harm. I'm not here to try to touch you, to pick you up, to violate your space or your boundaries or any of the things. I just want you to know that, you're safe with me. And so I did that and that was fine, but I hadn't done that in a while. So anyway, I brought the food over and she ate it and, she was a little hesitant, to walk over, but she eventually did. And I just sat and I talked a little bit. Looks so yummy. Oh my gosh. What? I didn't ask for your consent to be videoed. Sorry. But I just let her be and then she left. So that was really nice. So they're going to do more of that. Yeah. But anyway, so shout out to Mavina for checking up on Misty. Yeah. Unlike my other sister, my shady older sister who in our group chat, she shared this article. What was it? It was some lady. It was on the Shade Room. Apparently this lady who I guess she was feeding some stray raccoons in the back of a Popeyes or something. And she had like named them and was giving them food and buns and all this stuff. I guess she was arrested because I guess you can't be like drawing rodents or raccoons. You can't be drawing them to the back of a food establishment and not expect consequences. So she was arrested, and when she was arrested, she said something like, "Oh, those are my boys, or those are my guys," or whatever she said. They're gonna miss me, or whatever she said. But anyway, my sister said that that lady reminded her of me, and me and Misty. She said that's how it starts. I said, what? He's going to pick up his food.
Is everything alright?
Everything's fine. How was the tryout?
Yeah, it was alright.
Okay, good. Anyway, that tickled me. I am not that lady. I am not like her. But anyway, yeah, so that was funny. But yeah, so I just had the best time with my sisters. And I don't really share them on here because obviously we all live in different places, but you've definitely seen Sibo because she lives in Jersey. And I think I last included her in the vlog when I went to that Morehouse Howard Classic. That was in the fall and stuff. And so yeah, I had a great time. And I think I will insert some footage of the girls somewhere. Here with all my sisters. I'm gonna say hi. Why would you come to me suffering when I'm shooting? I'll come back to you.
Oh, hi. I didn't even see you there. Hi. Hi.
Okay, now you done eating now?
Let me get you.
When were you 5, Johnny? What you about? 1977.
It's always a blessing to be able to hear people give your family, your loved one, their flowers and celebrate them. And she was celebrated while she was with us, which I'm so happy about. But yeah, Child, not my camera about to die. I didn't charge my camera after I last used it. That was very irresponsible. Why would I not do that? Is my phone, my thing's still on. Okay, so let me see, because I didn't really plan anything to say or do. I just kind of came on here. My son and I just got home because he had an AAU tryout. So I had dropped him to the AAU tryout, and then I had a couple of hours to kill. So I did a little shopping, and I'll show you what I got in a moment. And I also got a manicure while he was there. So my nails look really pretty. No gel free. You know how we do around these parts. And yeah, I also, guys, I really love my charm bracelets today. I'm wearing my Tory Burch flats, so I decided to do my Tory Burch charm bracelets. And I love these. I'm mixing metals. These are so similar. Some of the charms are even overlapping, except for this silver one is larger, as you can see from features the Tory Burch flat. Like I said, that's what I'm wearing today on my feet, so that's what made me decide to wear this. But this has like a little handbag, Tory Burch handbag, little pearl with the logo and little medallion. Just cutesy. Peace sign, that's overlapping because there's a peace sign. I'm not going to show you this whole one because I've given you guys a tour of this bracelet before. But I just love this one. This is my newest one. This is this wishbone. Anyway, so yeah, super cute. Super duper cute. But stop by Kate Spade. Down to charm bracelets. I love Kate Spade charm bracelets. I think I've done like multiple TikTok videos showing my Kate Spade bracelets. I think Kate Spade probably does my favorite charm bracelet. Like, she just always, every bracelet of hers, their charms are just so detailed and whimsical and pretty. I just love them. So I got a Winter Wonderland charm bracelet. It's literally called a Winter Wonderland charm bracelet. And so I was just like, oh my goodness, the way we're going with this weather, I may not have a lot of time to wear it anymore. So I think in the next video, you will for sure see this charm bracelet, but it's gorgeous. You know what? I think you're just going to have to see it when I wear it because I'm really doing a poor job. I just don't know how to focus without putting my hand behind it, and I can't do that when I'm using both hands. So anyway, I'll show you the other one. The other one I really love because it is like on a pearl bracelet. This is called a New York Minute, and it features some cute little fashion items. What is this supposed to be? Wouldn't be surprised if it's supposed to be a Metro card. And then there's a pair of flats shoes. Is it focusing? It looks blurry on the LCD. Another handbag. And then this sign says Broome Street, which is in Manhattan. If you can see that. Yeah, and then there's a heel, a chunky heel. I don't know if this is focusing. It appears blurry. I cannot wait to wear it. I should have worn it today. Look how it would have looked so pretty with the pearls on this sweater. I love these charm bracelets. Once I upload this video and see how they came out when I showed them, if they're both blurry, I'll do it again, like separately. I might even do a TikTok for it. I do like a lot of charm stuff on TikTok. But anyway, so yeah, that's all. I think that I'm not really sure. I don't really have any other plans. It's actually Sunday, so this isn't even a weekend vlog so much as a day vlog. So the only thing I have on my agenda for the rest of the day is my storage room in the basement. I definitely want to start organizing it, getting rid of stuff. I'm kind of getting into that spring cleaning mode where I just am craving space and throwing things away, and I'm just wanting to declutter right now. I just hate when my house feels like there's too much going on. It feels chaotic mentally for me. And so the basement, after the holiday, I kind of just like wanted to clear out my space, right? I didn't even want to look at it. So I had all the bins put downstairs and everything, all the decorations, but I didn't put them away in a way that I normally would because I wanted to take stuff out of the storage room because there's so much there. So I ended up just putting the things outside of the storage room. And now I want to go through the storage room and I want to just like start to get rid of stuff. I really, to be honest with you, I don't go to thrift stores anymore. I just put stuff on my in the front of the house, and it's gone within like, I don't even know. I know when I check back later, it's gone. Like for Christmas, my son had got a new gaming chair for his gaming setup. And after Big E put together the new chair, I was like, well, just put the gaming chair outside and we'll throw it away when the recycle or whatever, when the garbage people come, we'll bring it to the front. And he was like, no, put it out front. Somebody will take it. And I was like, oh, I don't really want to have clutter in front of the house because not only is it unsightly, but you can get a ticket for that, just putting out stuff between the days of sanitation. But lo and behold, that chair was gone like this. And I've put out other things. I put out like art that I had on my wall that I'm just like not really into it anymore. I put out just whatever, not bull crap, just stuff that I'm tired of, stuff that I used to bring to the Salvation Army. And now I just sit it out there, and there's enough people who pass by that somebody wants it. Because I am a firm believer in one man's trash is another man's treasure. I believe that wholeheartedly. Listen, I have seen like a little end table on the street before that I was just like, I like that. I need that. And I sure did take it in my backyard and refurbished it. I actually did I put that on Instagram. I love that little table. If I can find the video, I'll insert a clip. But I cleaned it and sanded it and spray painted it, and it's beautiful. I love it. The only time I went wrong, one time I got into one of those frenzies, and where I just wanted to let go of so much stuff, and I was in my storage room, and I ended up throwing away like one of the boys' manga collection. I still feel bad about that to this day, and they don't let me forget it. I didn't know they were really into it as much anymore, but they were like serious collectors of manga at one point. They both still like anime. We usually go to Anime Con in New York City every year. We didn't go last year, but we go every year. But to me, I just saw that manga, those box sets downstairs in the basement, and nobody was like, because I'm the one who goes down there. I keep like extra supplies and stuff down there. So I was just like, I put this stuff down here, I know, because I organized it and it hasn't been touched or looked at. And now, mind you, we spent a pretty penny on that manga. But I'm just like, I don't care what I spent on something. If we're not using it, or I'm not wearing it, or nobody's touched it in X amount of time, that means we don't need it. It means you don't even remember it's here and we don't need it. So child, I think I said that. I don't, this is going to trigger people if they hear it. I think I set the manga on the curb, and of course that was scooped up quickly because anime fans know that stuff, that was good stuff. And then my son one time was just like, Mom, where's my manga? I think it was Bleach. I don't know. Where's my Bleach set? And I was just like, I don't know. Like I tried to then I was like, I'm not going to gaslight him. I'm not going to act like so I said, I thought you didn't want it. So I gave it away. And I've never heard the end of it. So yeah. All that to say, I am going to change, get comfortable, and then I'm going to go to the basement and I'm going to start that project, and I will be very mindful of what I throw away. I will ask people. I will get permission if it is not mine. So anyway, that's what we're doing today. TTYL. Hi guys, I'm back. And okay, child. Actually, let me show you first, because in case you didn't believe me, this is a disaster site down here. Christmas stuff I didn't put away yet. I just had the boys stack it down here. I also put stuff in my storage room, but like I said, it's so chaotic in here that I don't want to. Oh my gosh. This is crazy. This is a disaster. I cannot even believe it has gotten to this point. I always have a lot of stuff. That's just what it is. A storage room is for storage. A storage room is for storage, and I do have seasonal decor from all of the seasons, and it goes in here. I have a double-sided garage that half of it I use for storage, and it's not even nearly full, but I prefer like outdoorsy things. You know what I mean? Garages can be damp, and I don't want like stuff to get molded or anything like that. So, but this is ridiculous and this shouldn't be like this. So my goal, I don't want to overwhelm myself, because the purpose of this activity is to reduce stress, to reduce depression. So I'm trying not to make this a big endeavor that makes me stressed out. So I decided I'm going to I actually wish I had a box or a bin. I have a ton of bins in the garage, but I don't feel like getting it right now. But I have lots of these recyclable. This is all bags. Why do I have this many? This is what I'm talking about. Anyway, I think I'm going to make bags of stuff. Then I might transfer it to bins. And I think what I'll do is one at a time, I'm going to sit bins outside. Where should I put this camera? One at a time. I'm also being mindful of the fact that this battery is almost dead. So one at a time, I'm going to sit some bins outside as I go through stuff. And people can pick it up, if they want. That's how I'm going to do it. And then probably by the end of tonight, if it's not picked up, I'll put it inside my gate and try again tomorrow, because I don't want to leave it out overnight or whatever. That's not appropriate. So yeah, right now, that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to just go through things and make decisions about, do I want this? Do I really need this? Am I ever going to use this again to decorate? And if I can honestly say to myself, yes, then I'll keep it. If I look at something like this, which I have not used. See, this is a prime example of, this is such a beautiful little, I guess, what would you call it? Bowl pot. And I've had it for a few years. I remember this came with flowers. My ex-boyfriend used to give me a huge bouquet of different flowers every month on our anniversary. That was his thing. Gorgeous, huge arrangement. And for the Christmas one, I remember it came in this. And, the flowers always came in a gorgeous vase, but usually it was like a glass vase or, like a plain one. But this one for Christmas, I was just like, oh, this is so lovely. I'm going to keep this. It's not plastic, it's metal. And it has this raised snowflake embellishment. And so I was just like, how lovely. I'm going to keep it. But that was 3 years ago. Maybe 4. Yeah. And it's been down here and I have not used it. And also I kind of say to myself, well, one day when you have maybe more space, a larger home or whatever, you will use this stuff. But will I though? So this is an example of, I'm going to let this go, because someone will probably see it and be like, oh, I love that. I need that. Yeah. So we'll start with this. I don't need this. I'm never going to use that. I mean, I might have one day, but I'm not willing to wait. Okay. Good. So we're already on the right track. Okay. This tea kettle. It's pretty. I used to put this out when I did my winter decor, but I haven't used it in a long time. I like it because it's like an ombre. Okay, I don't think I'm ready to let go of this yet. Let me think about it. Dang it. Okay. Let's see. There's this cookie jar. It's so cute. Right here. This cow. And such a pretty cookie jar. I have that one, and then I have this cookie jar. I love her. She was hard to get. She also comes with she's like I guess an heirloom, you would say. I've had her for a while, and I do want to pass her down. But that cookie jar comes with these. This is called Sugar and Spice, the collection. She's spice, this spice, and this is sugar. So I don't want to let that go, because that's extra special. However, I can let that cow cookie jar go. And also, I had this for a while. Where's the other part of it? Oh, this is cute. This is, you probably saw this in my kitchen before, because I only just recently took this down. This is a goose, I guess. And these wooden spoons hang up like that. And, so pretty. Very quaint, very country. And, I really enjoyed having this in my home for several years, but now I'm ready to let it go. So I'm going to put this in here, and I hope it finds a nice new home. Just won't be this one. I have this little dish Christmas dish. I use it sometimes. I better not get rid of this. I've actually used that in recent years. Okay. This is a hen or rooster napkin holder. It's cute. Do I need it? No, I think it's time to say goodbye. That was when I was really heavy into my modern farmhouse kitchen decor. This tacky pantry sign that I just took down, we don't need that anymore. We're phasing out of things that have like labels on it. Not labels, but you know, writing. That's why I got rid of all my Rae Dunn stuff. All of that Rae Dunn stuff. Oh, that's another thing. I have those Rae Dunn canisters right there in storage. See, I can't let stuff go. Why did I keep those? I'm not ever going back to those. Okay, so let me take out this cookie jar. And mind you, I love this cookie jar. I have a thing for cows. I don't know why. Remember when I was going through my mug collection a couple of vlogs ago, and I had all those cow mugs? So I do like cows, but I'm over this too. She's so cute. I hope somebody loves her as much as I did. But I haven't used this cookie jar in years, and I've got so many other cookie jars, so I just don't need it. Okay, excellent. Random dish. Yes. No, we don't need that. Why do I have this? Random plate. We are trying to keep only sets. Only sets. We're not in the college dorm. It's been a long time since we've had miscellaneous plates and bowls and dishes. Now, at one time, I was collecting plates for like a plate wall. If you're from the South, then you know. Plate walls are a thing. We like to decorate our walls with like beautiful plates from different places. Sometimes there's a theme. Sometimes it's miscellaneous. And so it's just like a thing when you go into someone's home and they have like a beautifully decorated plate wall. So I do have some plates that were for that. But like this one, I like this because it looks like a flower. And this is like a pretty little country scene on a hill, like a little house. But I know I do still have some plates. You guys I don't know if the camera ever captures it, but above the French doors in the kitchen, I do have some blue and white plates that are like, but they match, and we're not doing this anymore. So I'm getting rid of these. Okay, great. I'm doing good. I'm proud of myself. This waist pouch. Don't really. Do I need a waist pouch? Waist pouches are good. Can you guys see? Waist pouches are cool or whatever. Always here for a waist pouch, but this has been in the storage room for so long, and I haven't used it. When am I going to wear a waist pouch? The only time I wear, and this one is kind of small. The only time I wear a waist pouch is like if I'm riding my bicycle, which I haven't ridden. I didn't even ride at all this past summer. Maybe this spring I'll ride. Okay, so now I'm trying to be realistic. Waist pouch. When would I do that? Okay, riding my bike. If I go on a hike, sometimes it's nice to have that because you may not want to carry, you know, if I'm not carrying a book bag, I definitely don't want to carry a purse. Waist pouches are cool, but this one, like I have this too, this pink one. I don't think I need both. You know what I mean? But they don't take up a lot of space. So it's one of those things, what if I want to go walking and like my sister's in town and then I'm like, oh, well, I have an extra waist pouch. See, this is how you end up not throwing stuff away because you start rationalizing and justifying. No, I do not need 2 waist pouches. I have never, ever worn this. I don't even know where it came from. I'm going to get rid of that. I hope it never comes a time when I'm looking for a second waist pouch for a guest because I'm going to regret it. Okay. It's still looking a little chaotic. I won't show y'all yet because I want to make a little more progress. Okay. I do need this. This is cover for like a cake. That's good. I don't need this. These 2 bowls. Don't need them. They're cute. See, you know what it is? When I was active and really posting regularly on Instagram and doing like my little crafting thing. And I may or may not ever go back to Instagram full time. I don't know. Right now, I'm not feeling it right now, but there might be a time when I do. But long story long, when I used to post on there, it behooved me to have cute little quirky, colorful, miscellaneous dishes and decorative accents. So for example, I distinctly remember using this when I did like a spring video about like, it had like lemon and, you know, spring themed, whatever it was. And these were really cute. And I like to go into my basement and be like, okay, it's St. Patrick's Day coming up. What do I have that's green? I want to do this, that. Speaking of which, so yeah, this downstairs has just like a potpourri of everything that I could possibly think of. And these were definitely used for a spring video. But I don't need these anymore. I just don't want them. I don't want them. Ugh, I can't fall in love and be like, oh, I want this, I remember that, because then I'm never going to get rid of stuff. So this is a tray that's cute, but I don't remember using it that often, like very rarely. So I think I'm going to get rid of it. I just don't use it. See, this is one of those things like for Valentine's Day, if you're doing like a little Valentine's Day thing, because it's not Christmas, even though it's red. I just feel like in all my years of having this, I've literally probably used it like once. So I'm going to get rid of it. Let someone else enjoy it. This bag's almost full. I'm doing good. Let's see. These were mementos from the Cornbread Fest from last year, and we got like you could like buy, you know how you buy like a souvenir drink and it's like super high price because it comes with like the what do you call it, souvenir cup, whatever. So these were cowboy boots that had our pina colada in it, and I kept them because I just thought they were so cute. But when will I ever need to like make a drink and put it in this cowboy boot? I don't know. And I'm going back to the Cornbread Fest next month in April. And I'll probably get another one of these high-priced Western boots. But it'll have a drink in it. And it's all the way in Tennessee. No, I can't. I don't want to keep these. They're really cute, but somebody maybe, if they come upon it, will find a need for it. I don't need those cowboy boot drink cup mugs, whatever. Okay, good. This is good progress. I filled up this bag. Let's see if I can put anything else in it before I end. Oh, look at that. This is another waist pouch, but this one is my son's. They have a red and a blue one. I'll put that with the blue one. These are little outfits for our pug, BJ, who's with my parents now. So we haven't had BJ here in a while. And anyway, these were his little baby outfits when he was first born. My mom got him and the boys matching outfits for Christmas. Actually, all of us. Isn't this so cute? So when BJ was like a new puppy, he wore that. So I definitely don't need either of those. I didn't even open this one. You know, new puppies are like real wriggly and moving around, and he didn't like wearing outfits. He literally had this on for all of like 10 minutes before he wriggled his little body out of it. So we never even ended up using that because he just wasn't feeling it. Those little outfits when they're little are good for photo ops, but in reality, new puppies don't like all that, them garments and stuff. When they get older, that you could put them in clothes and stuff. Okay, so like this bag is bursting at the seams, but I'm on a roll. What's this? This is a wig. Now, you know, guys, me and wigs. I've tried to wear wigs, and I have worn a wig or two in the past on this video, and I always hate it. I'm always like, this looks bad. I don't know how to do wigs. They always look a mess on me. I'm just not a wig girly. But sometimes I get wigs as gifts, and people give them to me, like a girlfriend, like, well, try this, da, da, da. And it never works out. So this is a wig I was gifted. I'm going to give this away too. No, wait, that's not good hygiene. Nobody's going to wear a wig that they, I'm just going to throw that away. I'm not going to put a wig in that bag because nobody's going to wear somebody, or at least I hope they should not be wearing somebody's wig. unless it's been washed, and you don't know if it's been washed. Let's see. Now I've had a minute to think about it. I'm gonna get rid of this. I'm gonna get rid of this. I just thought about it, and I'm not gonna hang on to it. I don't need like 30 tea kettles. I don't have 30, but you know what I'm saying. What else can I get rid of? Let's see. I do use this. I have a lot of pillows too. A lot of seasonal pillows. We'll hold off on that because I do like my seasonal pillows. What other plates can I get rid of that are not a part of the set? I think everything else is a part of the set. Oh, I have these saucers. These are pretty. These are pretty, but I don't need them. I don't need them. They're cute. They're real cute. But nope, I'm gonna let those go. We are gonna let those go. Okay, so far so good. What else can we get rid of? Oh, this right here. This is a like a portable doggy thing. No, I don't need that. Because even when I had BJ here living with us, ow! Even when BJ lived with us, I did not use this. If we were going somewhere and he needed to eat, I don't remember ever carrying this. I probably would keep his little food in like a Tupperware with a lid, and then he could eat from that. I don't need a portable thing. Okay, this is good. But it doesn't look any different if I were to pan the camera around, so I'm not going to do that just yet. But there's a lot in these bags. That just goes to show how much stuff I had, that I've put quite a few things in this bag and it doesn't look any different. Up here I have like tools and stuff like that. I'm not going to throw away any tools because, you know, I do tend to keep the things when repair people come to this house, or my regular handyman guy comes. I keep the things that he uses, like if he assembles something for me, because I never know when like I could use a part, and that has served me well. What is catching my hair? Oh, something that I don't use. This is pretty. Welcome. Look at the universe. God caught it in my hair and it reminded me. Now this is pretty. This is like, now is the time I would put it out because it's spring. It says welcome. It's like a rustic spring sign. I don't know. It's pretty. Now is the time to put something like this out. I'm not going to let go of it yet. I'm not going to let go of it yet. I'm not ready. I'm not ready. I might use that. That's pretty. I could see me putting that on my deck. Let's see. Got a lot of Narcan. Which is good to have in your storage room in case you need to give it away to anybody. Friend, family, foe. We want to do that. Give that away if we can. I don't like this. This is a Christmas platter. I did not use it much. It's cute, but I didn't use it much. You know what though? I don't know, child. Let me think about it. I'll think about it and come back to it. Oh, this I don't use much at all. This is another Christmas platter. It's heavy, and I don't like that. I don't like that. It's a nice platter, but I didn't use it much, so I'm gonna let somebody else decide if it works for them. So yeah, I might check in next time I vlog just to show you guys the progress or lack thereof. And yeah, I don't know. Hi guys. Sorry, my camera died when I was in the basement, like in the middle of recording. So sorry, but instead of leaving you guys hanging, I decided to come on here and use my cell phone and try to do a little outro just to say thank you for watching and thank you for your patience in me getting this vlog out. And be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and hit that hype button. And I will see you guys in the next video. Bye.